Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Maple Blooded Podcast.
You're going to be able to afford a home, just like I could afford a home. You've got a future. We're going to build a future. We're building a future for you guys right here. Oh my God, this is why I'm in this, actually, right?
As you can see, our Make-A-Wish Prime Minister Mark Carney, who owns $6.8 billion in Brookfield stock options, is very enthusiastic about making sure young Canadians can afford a house like he can.
We used to build things in this country. After the Second World War, Canada faced a housing crisis. The government built prefabricated homes that were easy to assemble and inexpensive. And those homes are still here 80 years later. Now we're in another housing crisis. And it's time your government got back into the business of building affordable homes. We will build new homes for Canadians at a pace not seen since the Second World War. We'll build a Canada you can afford.
I find it interesting that the Liberals keep comparing the aftermath of 10 years of governance with Canada post-World War II. I suppose it's similar considering the state of Canadian cities and the horrendous statistic that more Canadians have died from fentanyl overdoses than they did in combat. Mark Carney wants to build more houses. Really? The only thing this guy knows about wood is that the coffin he sleeps in is made out of gently used goalie sticks and a boardroom table. They tried to sell us that Mark Carney was a big ideas guy. What is his big idea? Well, it's actually former Housing Minister Sean Fraser's recycled idea. Remember him? He resigned in December to spend more time with his family, only to then decide a few weeks later he spent enough time with his family. Sorry, Graham Murray. You may have won the candidacy in the Central Nova Electoral District Association, but democracy was more important. Dr. Strange is going to need to use your campaign headquarters. Way back in December of 2023, Sean Fraser announced his plan to rapidly build post-World War II style houses with a catalog of models that developers would have to adhere to.
At the end of the Second World War, Canada was dealing with enormous housing challenges. We needed to build many thousands of homes quickly to accommodate all the soldiers who were returning home to be with their families when the war had ended. Take that idea and bring it into the 21st century. We plan to do that by adopting a catalog of pre-approved designs that will give timely access to home builders who are moving forward with projects that can be done quickly and in a cost-effective way.
But Mark Carney is going to expand on that plan. He proposes the creation of a new federal bureaucracy called Build Canada Homes, otherwise known as BITCH, which he promises will be a lean department. Lean? Yeah, right. This department will hire 25,000 public sector employees and spend its entire allocated budget of $35 billion before a single government-subsidized doghouse will be built. And his plan is for the government itself to be the developers, building houses from a depressing catalog of concept models like an IKEA brutalist ghetto with walls so thin you'll be able to hear your neighbors use their empty paint can chamber pots. Don't be fooled. This is the exact same government with an old man face on it. They are still praising the Housing Accelerator Fund. You know, the fund that Sean Fraser himself admitted does not lead to the construction of actual homes?
The Housing Accelerator Fund doesn't actually directly build homes. The Housing Accelerator Fund doesn't go toward the cost of building houses.
Suspiciously absent from Mark Carney's housing plan is the word ownership. But you know what word is in there? That's right, rental. Things have not improved for Canadians during the last 10 years, and there are still Canadians considering voting for the Liberals. Maybe it would help to put the amount of time the Liberals have been in power into some perspective. In the same year that Justin Trudeau was first elected, the Supreme Court of the United States affirmed same-sex marriage, Barack Obama was still the president, nobody could find Ukraine on a map, Star Wars wasn't ruined, and selfie sticks were still popular. And these people are going to tell you their policies didn't cause the housing crisis. And that will be it for me today. If you like my podcast, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the like button. It would help my content reach a larger audience. If you have a question or comment, please feel free to share it with me. I'll talk to you again soon.